In the world of cryptocurrency, the terms tokens and coins are often used interchangeably, but they actually refer to distinct concepts with different roles, functionalities, and underlying technologies. Understanding the difference between tokens and coins is crucial for anyone looking to navigate the rapidly evolving landscape of blockchain and digital assets. At the most fundamental level, coins and tokens are both forms of digital assets that exist on blockchains. However, the distinction lies in their relationship to the blockchain itself. Coins are native digital assets that operate on their own independent blockchains. The most well-known example is Bitcoin, which exists on the Bitcoin blockchain. Similarly, Ether is the native coin of the Ethereum blockchain. These coins are integral to the functioning of their respective networks, often serving as the primary medium of exchange, a store of value, or a means to pay transaction fees within the ecosystem. On the other hand, tokens are digital assets that are created on top of existing blockchains, using the infrastructure provided by those blockchains. For example, most tokens are built on the Ethereum blockchain, leveraging its smart contract functionality. These tokens do not have their own separate blockchain. Instead, they rely on the security and technology of the underlying platform. This distinction is important because it shapes how these assets are created, transferred, and used. Coins, being native to their blockchains, often have a fundamental role in the network's operation. For instance, Bitcoin is used as a reward for miners who validate transactions and secure the network. Ether on Ethereum is used to pay for computational power required to execute smart contracts and process transactions. In many cases, coins serve as the backbone of their respective ecosystems, enabling and incentivizing participation in the network. Tokens, meanwhile, are incredibly versatile and can represent a wide range of assets or utilities. They can be used as digital representations of physical assets, such as real estate or gold, or they can function as access passes to certain services or features within a decentralized application. Tokens are created through smart contracts, which are self-executing pieces of code that define the rules and behaviors of the token. This flexibility has led to the proliferation of thousands of different tokens, each with unique purposes and characteristics. There are several different types of tokens, each serving a specific function. The most common categories include utility tokens, security tokens, and governance tokens. Utility tokens grant holders access to a product or service. For example, a decentralized file storage platform might issue a token that users need to pay with to store or retrieve files. Security tokens, on the other hand, represent ownership in an underlying asset, such as shares in a company or a portion of real estate. These tokens are subject to regulatory oversight, as they are considered investment contracts. Governance tokens provide holders with voting rights in the management and direction of a decentralized project, allowing for community-driven decision-making. Another important distinction between coins and tokens lies in their creation process. Creating a new coin typically requires building a new blockchain from scratch, which involves significant technical expertise and resources. The developers must design the consensus mechanism, set up the network infrastructure, and ensure the security and scalability of the blockchain. In contrast, creating a token is much more accessible, as it simply involves deploying a smart contract on an existing blockchain like Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, or Solana. This ease of creation has democratized access to digital asset issuance, enabling startups and individuals to launch their own tokens with minimal barriers to entry. The transfer and storage of coins and tokens also differ slightly due to their technical underpinnings. Coins are transferred directly on their native blockchains, using the blockchain's standard transaction mechanisms. Tokens, however, are transferred according to the rules defined by their smart contracts, and these transactions are recorded on the host blockchain. For example, when an ERC20 token is transferred, the transaction is processed on the Ethereum blockchain, following the ERC20 standard. From an investment perspective, both coins and tokens can be bought, sold, and traded on cryptocurrency exchanges. However, their value propositions may differ. Coins like Bitcoin and Ether are often seen as foundational assets, with Bitcoin being referred to as digital gold due to its scarcity and decentralized nature. Tokens, meanwhile, may derive their value from the utility they provide within a specific application, the governance rights they confer, or the underlying asset they represent. Security considerations are also important to understand. Since tokens are created via smart contracts, vulnerabilities in the contract code can lead to exploits or loss of funds. Coins, while not immune to security risks, are generally more mature and benefit from the security of their native blockchains. It is essential for users to conduct thorough research before interacting with any digital asset, whether coin or token, to understand the associated risks. Regulation is another area where the distinction between coins and tokens becomes significant. Regulatory bodies around the world are still developing frameworks to oversee digital assets, but in general, coins like Bitcoin and Ether are often treated differently from tokens, especially security tokens. Security tokens may be subject to securities laws, requiring issuers to comply with regulations regarding disclosures, investor protections, and trading restrictions. In summary, while both coins and tokens are integral parts of the cryptocurrency ecosystem, they serve different functions and are built on different technological foundations. Coins are native to their own blockchains and play a central role in network operations, while tokens are created on top of existing blockchains and can represent a wide variety of assets or utilities. Understanding these differences is essential for anyone looking to participate in the world of digital assets, whether as a user, investor, or developer. As the blockchain space continues to evolve, the lines between coins and tokens may blur, but the fundamental distinctions will remain important for navigating the opportunities and challenges of this dynamic industry.